Hi YouTube, it's Thursday the 17th of September 2020. A little bit of a concern. I've had a text message off someone. It needs to be verified, obviously, because we can't verify it. We've tried, and other people have tried to verify it, but it's almost down to other parents up and down the country. So, has at any point your child been given a jab, or been forced to give a jab, or even been suggested that they're going to have some form of jab? According to my friend, a young boy of 12 phoned his dad and basically said that the school was trying to force him to have a jab. It wasn't entirely sure as to what jab, and I think when the school was phoned, no one really knew what was going on. So it's not verified, but there's also this Gillick competence Fraser guide, which is quite concerning because it's something that can be applied to children. Applying Gillick competence and Fraser guideline. The Fraser guidelines still apply to advice and treatment relating to contraception and sexual health, but Gillick competence is also often used in a wider context to help assess whether a child has the maturity to make her own decisions and to understand the implication of those decisions. They should always encourage a child to tell their parents or carers about the decisions they're making. If they don't want to do this, you should explore why, and if appropriate, discuss ways you could help them inform their parents or carers. For example, you could talk to the young person's parents or carers on their behalf. If the young person still wants to go ahead without their parents or carers' knowledge or consent, you could consider the Gillick-Fraser guidelines. The following information looks at how this can be applied in practice. So in other words, what it looks like is that people of private corp, they basically want us all to have a vaccine, and in order to make your parents consent to your child having a vaccine without making it mandatory, they're almost going to apply the Gillick competence Fraser guidelines to it. This is concerning because it means that they can just vaccinate your child without consent. Now, at what point did this country turn into a fucking dictatorship? Because the last time I looked, we elected people into power and asked the people of the power. We have the power to tell these cunts to fuck off. Why are you putting fucking chemicals that are not even tested? They've not even been approved into children. Honestly, and then you're taking a fucking law and twisting it to make it work for you. Absolutely, this should be making you fucking angry. This is a serious abuse of power and misconduct in public office, in my humble opinion, this woman said. Right, so like misconduct, sorry. So it's almost like, what the fuck is going on? How has anyone missed this? Surely there's other people up and down the country. A lot of us have said, who conspiracy theories, that this is all bullshit. This is to do this is to do that. The vaccine's to fucking put nanobots into you. The vaccine's to put a chip in your arm. The vaccine's to do this, that. Right? You all thought we was fucking mad. Oh no, the government won't enforce you to take a vaccine. They can't do that. We live in a free world. Well, news fucking flash, you don't. Right, so if they're going to do that to your children, what the fuck are they going to do to us? There's a link. I'm going to put it below. You've got one day. You've got until the 18th of September to put your views across to the government as why they shouldn't do this. One day. One day it's all siphoned off in some, no one was really consulted about it. No one's really said anything about it. Obviously, some person has looked into this shit and seen it for what it fucking is. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. So I'd like people to do their own research. Let me know. Are your children, comment below, are your children being enforced to take a vaccine? What's going on? I want to know up and down England. I want to know the world, everywhere. Let's just fucking get all this information together, see what the fuck's going on. Because this is a fucking disgrace. Peace, love and light.